The Middle East is no longer just simmering. It is standing at the precipice of a systemic explosion. And at the dead center of this looming earthquake stands a colossus of concrete and steel, Al Udeid Air Base, located in the strategic heart of the Qatari desert. This installation is far more than a mere military outpost. It is the central nervous system, the logistical lung, and the electronic brain of American power across the entire hemisphere, hosting over 10,000 personnel and the most sophisticated command and control technologies on the planet. Al Udeid has long been the ultimate bulwark against regional chaos. However, the air of invincibility surrounding this sanctuary is beginning to fracture. Under the relentless shadow of missile threats and sophisticated drone swarms linked to Iran, the base has shifted from a stable hub to a fortress under siege, with security lockdowns and high-alert sirens becoming a grim daily reality. But what is truly sending shockwaves through global capitals today is not just what Al Udeid is facing, but what it is becoming. Recent reports of a massive, rapid response deployment, thousands of elite U.S. paratroopers descending upon the Qatari tarmac, have signaled a definitive shift in posture. This isn't just a reinforcement, it's a transformation. It leaves the world staring at a chilling binary. Is this a final, desperate shield of deterrence meant to freeze a brewing war? Or are we witnessing the frantic final seconds of a countdown to a massive military intervention? As the engines of transport planes roar in the desert heat, the line between an alert and an invasion has never been thinner. To truly grasp the gravity of the situation, one must understand that Al Udeid is not merely a high-tech parking lot for fighter jets. It is the Combined Air Operations Center, the literal operational brain for every U.S. move in the Middle East. It is the site where satellite intelligence, drone feeds, and global communications converge in real time. If this nerve center is blinded or paralyzed, the United States loses its eyes across the entire region. The current urgency is fueled by a terrifying shift in modern warfare. The strategy of 1,000 cuts, Iranian-linked. Forces have mastered the use of low-cost, high-impact drone swarms and precision-guided missiles designed to saturate and overwhelm even the most advanced Patriot and THAAD defense systems. At Al Udeid, being on high alert has evolved from a rare precaution into a daily survival tactic. However, the arrival of thousands of paratroopers, typically drawn from the 82nd Airborne Division, signals a radical change in the Pentagon's playbook. These are not logistics officers or mechanics. They are forced entry shock troops, the Global Response Force, trained to drop into hostile environments and seize control of critical infrastructure within hours. Their presence suggests a shift from passive defense to active readiness. This isn't just about protecting a base. It's about having a hammer, ready to strike if the Strait of Hormuz is closed or if regional proxies push too far. Furthermore, this deployment serves as a psychological hammer. It forces adversaries to recalculate their risks, knowing that a massive, combat-ready infantry force is now sitting just minutes away from the action. By placing these elite combat units on the Qatari chessboard, Washington is communicating in a language of pure power. They are signaling that the U.S. is moving beyond a defensive crouch and is now positioned to project lethal ground force instantaneously across any border in the region. This is a high-stakes geopolitical gamble, a massive show of force intended to convince adversaries that any further provocation will be met not with a diplomatic letter, but with a disproportionate and overwhelming military response. The scale of this buildup, combining unmatched air superiority with thousands of boots on the ground, indicates that the U.S. is no longer just monitoring the fire. They are preparing to extinguish it by any means necessary. The message is clear. The giant has stopped watching and has started loading its weapons. Ultimately, the massive fortification of Al Udeid represents a high-stakes gamble in the pursuit of regional stability, a desperate attempt to hold the line before the point of no return. Washington is walking a razor-thin tightrope between preventing a war through a show of strength and inadvertently triggering one by escalating the pressure to a breaking point. Whether these thousands of elite paratroopers act as a cooling agent to freeze a heated conflict, or as the final spark that ignites a regional powder keg, remains the most dangerous question of the decade. One thing is certain: as the roar of transport planes continues to echo across the Qatari desert, the margin for diplomatic error has effectively vanished. We are no longer debating if the situation is fragile. We are watching in real time as the world's most powerful military machine prepares for the worst-case scenario. Is this the definitive move to secure peace through strength? Or are we witnessing the opening chapter of a conflict that will reshape the 21st century? The silence of the desert is over, and as the troops stand ready, the next move belongs to history.